It's Mental Health Chat Monday, Season 2. This is a series where we sit down with a brand new guest every week to discuss their journey with mental illness and mental wellness. I am your host, DDare Bionic. Thank you so very much for joining me today. And in a weird turn of events, I am the guest again? What? Yes, I am the guest. Not me forgetting what I was about to say. So I'm the guest today. I don't have anybody booked for this week. Full transparency. My next guest is next week. But I also have wanted to do this like mid-season check-in episode, which I think I might start implementing season 3 once we start filming for season 3. But yeah, definitely go check out the first couple episodes of season 2. We are 8, now 9. This is the 9th episode. 9 episodes into season 2, just 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 more episodes left to go. And I just wanted to do a mid-season check-in. Where y'all at? How y'all doing? What's the tea? Comment down below wherever you're watching this. If you're listening on, Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Podbean or wherever, or if you're streaming this on YouTube, comment and let me know how you're feeling. How's 2023 treating you? 2023 so far has been treating me really, really well. I can't believe the level of success that I've had this year. So at the top of the year, I turned 30 in January. You can watch that very first episode of it's technically not an episode. It's like my introduction, like my what I want to do this year video on my YouTube channel. I think it's called like, oh my God, I'm 30 or something. Let me see. Let me go look. I'm sitting at my desk, so I can look and see real quick what it's called. And let me mute my computer in case it tries to pull some fuckery on me. But yeah, you can go and watch that video right now and just get a little sneak peek into the things I wanted for the beginning of the year. It's called I'm 30 ! Question mark. And maybe at the end of the year I'll make a reaction video to, like, on December 12th, I'll make a reaction video to what I said in that video, because I know there's some things in that video that good. But yeah, so I turned 30 in January. In February, I launched Mental Health Chat Monday. We had the very first episode on February 6th. I am so proud of every single episode. We're in season 2 now, which is crazy. And I'm just so excited for the next 4 months of this year. 5 months of this year. We're halfway through July at this point, basically. And then, so February, we launched Mental Health Chat Monday. March was a pretty chill month. Continued Mental Health Chat Monday. In April, end of April was pretty chill also. I booked, actually, my first ever monthly hosting gig with music. So it's called Some Kind of Quadruple Feature. It's usually four performers and myself hosting and like maybe doing a number. But if somebody drops out, or if I don't have enough people that I can like book, I will be the 4th person. And it's this really fun experience of putting together performers that would never be on the same bill. So like, we were supposed to have the first one in April. Unfortunately, we had a literal tornado on the day that we were supposed to have the first Some Kind of Quadruple Feature. And I think it was only going to be double feature at that point. And then we changed it to quadruple feature because, more performers, more people in the audience, more revenue. And then in May, we had the actual first Some Kind of Quadruple Feature with 4 incredibly talented performers, completely different sounds, which I was super thankful for. There's a video on my YouTube channel about that as well. And also in May, I started rehearsals for the show that I directed in June called A Colored Funeral, produced by my friend Jazz and his company Aquarian Rising Productions. Go give him a like on Facebook. That was an incredible experience. Black people who do theater, I don't know if y'all have gotten to do an all black show, but I've only gotten to do an all black show twice in my life. Once with Clayton Community Theater, we did not a color funeral, the piano lesson by August Wilson, and I played Whining Boy. And in the YouTube version, I'll post a picture somewhere, or there's pictures that exist online. And then this show, A Colored Funeral, all black cast, black director, obviously, and it just is a transcendent experience to work on a show written by a black playwright here from St. Louis. His name is Greg Carr. You should check him out as well. He's great. It was fantastic. It was fabulous. I had such a great time. I created a lot of music for the show. Greg had written a few songs. The song is like the show is like a pseudo musical. It's got some musical moments. It's got some very deep, heartfelt moments. It's got some really funny moments. And it just was a great time working on that show. And then, so we started rehearsals for that like the first week of May. And then after that, the first week of June, so we were rehearsing for that. We had the first Some Kind of Quadruple feature. And then the first week of June, I did my first show in Kansas City. It was my first time performing outside of St. Louis at the Garden DIY. You can find them on Instagram. I actually just recently posted some pictures from that show. And what? You know, I posted a video on my YouTube channel last week on Thursday about feeling defeated and about never giving up on your dreams, and about how I was feeling so good and successful in my career right now, and how I don't feel like I'm chasing my dream anymore, how I feel like I'm walking hand in hand with my dream. And I think I actually said I've kikied with my dream, but I haven't kai-kai'd with my dream. And if you know what that means, I love you very deeply. Let the girls know. And if you don't know what that means, that's on you, sis. But yeah, I'm at a point in my life and my mental health journey where I'm thriving. You know, I have my days, obviously. I'm never every single day of the month absolutely 100%, you know, go, happy, go lucky. But I'm doing really well. This week is like a little melancholy. I'm feeling a little like, you know, like a little down. And I think it's because I don't have a show that I'm working on. I have Some Kind of Quad feature by the time this comes out, it actually will have happened already. So I had Some Kind of Quad feature on the 15th, and I'm sure will be successful because everything I do is successful. It's confidence. It's not cockiness. It's confidence. Because like Valentina says, I live in my own delusional world. And that's not the exact quote, but like, you have to be delusional. This 2023 is the year of delusion. If I am delusional enough to believe that I can be successful, bitch, I'm gonna be successful. Like, I will, because I will accept nothing but success. So everything I do is successful, even if, you know, people don't show up. I know the Pride feature, not very many people showed up, but like, we still had a good time. We still had a key, and it was still successful. You know, I'm not going to put a limit on what I believe success is. Success isn't, you know, getting 100 million people to stream your song the week it comes out when you're an independent artist. Like, girl, I've been putting music out for 5 years. Am I trying my damnedest to get 100 million people to stream my songs? Absolutely, which you should go stream Melanin featuring Lana J. It's absolutely fantastic. But the fact that I think something like 20 or 30 people streamed my song the day or the week it came out, like, you're not gonna convince me that that's not success. Like, I'm sorry? 39 people. The song hasn't even been out for a month yet. So, and yeah, 28 days, that seems about right. In 28 days, 39 people have streamed the song. For me, that's success, babe. Like, for me, that is it. It's been added to playlists. Like, let's see. I'm looking on Spotify right now. Like the Spotify for Artists thing. Somebody oh no, not Alaska. It's just saying the United States. Yeah, people all over the great country of America are listening to my music. Oh, I've been added to a couple different playlists. Okay, this is really exciting. 2020 Me. Whose playlist is this? Oh, I don't know how to tell whose playlist this is, but your girl's in there, which thanks. So yeah, I'm not going to quantify my success by numbers or by likes or by shares or streams or what have you. I'm putting out content. I'm putting out content that I love. I'm putting out music that I love, that I'm happy with. And I've got, several passive income streams coming in. And that's pretty cool. Like, that's a pretty great place to be at 30 when you know so strongly who you are and what to do to be successful. So, yeah, I'm I'm just really in a good spot right now. And that actually is a great segue talking about streams of income. It's a great segue to hear a word from the sponsor of Mental Health Chat Monday, BetterHelp. Today's episode of Mental Health Chat Monday is sponsored by BetterHelp. With BetterHelp, the world's largest 100% online therapy service, you can connect with a therapist in a network of over 25,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, all you have to do is answer a few questions about your therapy needs and preferences. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the correct therapist in their network. From there, contacting your therapist is easy peasy, some might even say. You can call, text, chat, or video call, whatever makes you feel most comfortable, and you can message your therapist at any time to schedule live sessions when they're convenient for you. And like, the really cool thing about BetterHelp is that you can switch therapists whenever you need to. If your therapist isn't working out for you, free of charge, $0.00, free 99. That's how much it'll cost to change your therapist. Affordability, custom pick therapists, and online access at your pace and at your fingertips. That sounds like some good old therapy to me. And you are in luck today, sweetie. You can get 10% off your very first month of BetterHelp using my link, betterhelp.com/MHCM. That's betterhelp.com/MHCM. Now go on ahead and get yourself some therapy because, baby, we all need it. And let's get back into the episode. Thank you so much, BetterHelp. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this season of the podcast. Check out the link in the description or, wherever you're listening to sign up and get some therapy, y'all. It keeps this train running, and it also helps a lot to be in therapy. Let me see. I send everyone this welcome letter when they come on an episode of Mental Health Chat Monday. And it's like the what do you call it? It's like a questionnaire with just like a general question. General questions. Let's see if I can answer some of these questions myself. I think in the very first episode, I talked about my diagnosis. I got my official diagnosis when I was 22 years old. They prescribed me a medicine. I think the first thing my doctor at the time said to me was, well, you're young, so I don't want to give you anything that's going to mess with your sex drive. And I was like, whoa. It's like, girl, hold up. I'm only 22. And like, at the time, I wasn't super sexually active. I was in my recluse era. I was in my, if I can't share myself with myself, I can't share myself with nobody era. So I wasn't really having sex a lot in that time frame of my life. But I still didn't want to be on a medicine that, you know, was going to turn me up and give me ED or something like that. Like, I was still young. And I never actually took the medicine. I didn't even try it. Yeah, I didn't even try the medicine. I didn't even give it a shot because I was so scared that it was going to make me somebody I wasn't, that it was going to change my chemical makeup, which is technically what the medicine is supposed to do. But I didn't go in looking for medicine. I just went in looking for an answer. I just wanted to know if I was right about the things I was feeling in my head, if I was right about, you know, being depressed. And turns out I was. And since that diagnosis, I've done everything in my power to live authentically, you know, to live in my truth as a depressed person, as a person with generalized anxiety disorder, as a person who is not always happy. And sometimes there's no real reason for me not to be happy. Sometimes it just is that chemical imbalance. And it's not as severe as it was when I was a teenager. It's, you know, it only ever got that bad again probably in my mid-20s when I was like 23, 24. It got that bad. It was pretty rough. And I keep saying I'm going to make a video about that one day, but like maybe top of season 3, I'll call it the Albuquerque episode, where I talk about how I went to Albuquerque and it changed my life, which I will never stop talking about. So yeah, I got my diagnosis when I was 22. It changed everything for me. It made me feel more secure in myself, in my knowledge of, you know, my mind, body, and spirit. And it really just kind of set me on a different path. It made me chase things that felt good and not things that didn't feel good, which but I believe, so 22, I get my diagnosis. Was I 22 or was I 21? I believe I was 22. I get my diagnosis. I have a few good years. 23, 24 gets really, really scary. So yeah, 24 gets really scary. And yeah, end of 23 and all of 24 was rough in these streets for real. And then I have my magical trip to Albuquerque, and then I turned 25, and everything has just kind of been glowing ever since. I let go of so much in New Mexico. I left so many things in New Mexico. It is insane. New Mexico is the city that made me really believe in magic, and not like, you know, fictional magic, but like the real magic of like manifesting, and the magic of energy and connection, and like the true magic. New Mexico is the city that really solidified it for me, that the spiritualism and the practice that I had been chasing for so long was exactly what I needed. And since settling into that spirituality and dabbling more in magic and things like that, I found so much peace and comfort in my own energy. And I think we as a people need to experience that more. We need to experience comfort and peace in our own energy. A lot of us need to heal our own energy. That is for damn sure. I'm going to round out this episode because I didn't want this to be super long since it's just me. And there's not really a lot for me I don't want to put too much in one episode. I want to just kind of make a quick, hey, how y'all doing? And leave. So one of the last questions on here, it's not really a question, it's more of a statement. So here on Mental Health Chat Monday, our motto is turning mental illness into mental wellness. Give us your definition of mental wellness. So in the comment section, wherever you're watching or listening to this, if there is somewhere for you to leave a comment, or even better, rate this podcast and leave the answer to this question in the rating if you're listening somewhere with a rating system. My definition of turning mental illness into mental wellness, and I believe I've said this in just about every episode, is knowing that I have this thing, that I live with this person, this monster, and never taking my foot off his neck. Like, you get to be here, that you ate that up. You walked right in the door, but you don't get to control everything. And I know that is not easy or true for all people who are mentally ill. And I know that I am fortunate to be able to tussle with this hoe and win a lot of the time, 90% of the time, 85% of the time. But that's my personal, and that's my favorite thing about this question, is that's my personal definition of turning mental illness into mental wellness, is knowing I'm going to have it, knowing I'm going to exist in the same space as this thing, but knowing that I am that girl every day of the week and twice on Sundays. And you can only be that girl every now and then. I love that definition. It makes me happy. It makes me smile. And then the last real question is, leave us with a piece of advice for those navigating their own mental health journey, and one piece of advice for allies. And what I want to say to allies is what every person has said. Listen. Don't talk. Listen. We don't need you to relate. We don't need you to come up with some plan, myself included. Listen to what is being said to you and advocate for that person if they can't advocate for themselves. Be there for them and love them. Love everybody. Like, love people. We need more love in this world. The opposite of darkness is not light, it is love. But also, never take your foot off their neck. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. And then my piece of advice for those navigating their mental health journey, it's a journey. It absolutely is a journey. My good friend Shisha said in her episode, it's a journey, not a destination. Actually, that's the title of her episode. It's a journey. It's going to take time. It's never going to end. And that could sound sad, or it can make you feel defeated. But in ways it does end. The harder parts of it end. I personally feel, knock on wood, that I am out of the woods of the thickest part of my depression. And now I just have to deal with it, on a daily basis, but every now and then on a daily basis. It's not as hard to wake up in the morning. It's not as hard to exist. It's not as hard to be in the world anymore. I don't want to cry every 50 seconds. And on the days where I do want to cry every 50 seconds, I come home to my partner who loves me and hugs me and kisses me. I listen to music that makes me happy. I meditate. I take a hot shower. I masturbate. Because that's a part of it too. I've got all of my tools and tips and tricks that make me feel better. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of where I am. I'm proud of the toolkit that I have equipped myself with. And I'm proud of you. Whoever you are listening to this episode, I'm proud of you. I love you. You are doing amazing and magnificent things. And you are a bright, shining star of love in the darkness. And sometimes the darkness isn't a bad thing. Don't get it twisted. I like to be in the darkness. I absorb the darkness and the silence into my skin. It feels good. But the positive darkness, I feel like there's this immediate negative connotation with darkness. There is also positive darkness and positive silence. So that's all I got for you all. I'm going to go ahead and plug. You can follow me on all of my social media at DDare Bionic. I believe on Facebook, it's like DDare Bionic Music or something like that. But if you look up DDare Bionic, you will find me. I am the only DDare Bionic that exists on the internet. It's called branding. Look it up. Stream my newest single, Melanin, featuring Lana J. And check Lana J out on all streaming platforms as well. If you live in the St. Louis area and you see any postings about my Some Kind of Quad feature, come out. It's a good time. And follow me on all the social media. Listen, stream, watch, like, check out BetterHelp. Thank you so much for sponsoring this podcast and my YouTube channel as well. Subscribe, rate, do all the things, do all the positive clicks and loves and all that. And I will see you all in the next episode. And there will be a guest with me next time. All right. Love you all. Mwah. Bye.